virus has completely devastated over 150 of the world's major regions and is spreading rapidly. At this point in time, we know of only one method of killing the creatures, going to destroy the brain.
Where your local rider dies straight out to 815. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. You've got it locked on the Metal Mashup.
Time to ask questions. My mind goes blank for some reason. This is the way it goes. Well, we did happen to break open we got a gift from a buddy of ours for, this is our first show back. We've been off for a month. So it's our first show into season 2 of the Metal Mashup Show. And we got a gift from somebody. It was lemon drop moonshine, and it tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty good. So
welcome to the Midwest.
Yeah. So I might save you a glass of that if these guys don't drink it all. We'll see what happens.
No promises.
It's delicious.
All right. You guys got any questions for Matt?
Yeah. How do you guys keep your dreads so magical?
Keep our dreads?
So magical on tour.
They used to be a lot nicer before we played every night. So you don't really keep dreads. You just kind of get them, and then they are what they are.
So gorgeous.
Man, that's
we were
majestic.
blessed with we were blessed with terrible hair.
I have to deal with someone with dreads every day, all day.
Yeah, that's me.
Ginger, I believe you booked the show tonight, right?
Yes, sir, I did. What's up, Matt? Darren actually contacted me, wanting to know if I could get them a spot, and I stayed in direct contact with Matt and worked everything out for him. Very excited to see him again tonight. I haven't seen him in quite some time. Are you guys going to play Preacher tonight by chance?
Yes, we will play Preacher.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yep. I haven't seen you guys.
You're the one I was about to text to tell you we're running a little late. We won't be there till about 6:30.
It's all good. I'll be waiting at the venue for you guys.
Cool.
Not a big deal at all. So I do notice one thing about your show. Do you guys actually spend time to choreograph what you guys do, or do you guys just get lucky with the whole jumps and everything else?
Well, to be completely honest, we have practiced maybe 5 or 6 times in the last 2 years, so most of that was worked out organically on stage. Adam will say to me, like, in this part, I think you should go up front, and I'm going to go to the back, and then in this part, we're both going to jump. So it's figured out on stage, but we occasionally do talk about it in the band. Basically, they tell me when I do something that looks really stupid, they tell me not to do it anymore. So that's how we figured it out.
At least they're honest, so it works out to your benefit there. So
brutally honest.
Another question is for somebody who's never seen you guys play live, can you give a general description of your show?
I usually just tell people we have a good time. I feel like a lot of bands, when you watch them, it feels like they're just doing their job. And a lot of bands try and tell you how hard it is to tour and how difficult the life is, but we just try to have fun. Mainly on stage, I'm trying to entertain myself and keep myself and the guys happy, and it's kind of contagious. Pretty much everybody has fun.
Very cool.
Very true.
We just try to have a good time.
Awesome.
So, where are you guys actually coming from right now? Where was your last show?
That is a very good question.
Where are you?
He's on the phone. He can't look at the GPS right now.
We're coming to Tennessee. We're in Knoxville. Okay. Yeah, he's telling me we were in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
I'm drawing a complete blank for some reason, but yeah, I guess we went to Johnson City, Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, and before that a couple places that I'm really not remembering. We had the last 2 days off. Spent them in Indianapolis.
Shouldn't have fell in love with the cocoa, man.
To Rockford, then going to Michigan, Maryland, Pennsylvania, a bunch of places.
So you guys got a hell of a little tour lined up for you. You're going to be all over the damn place.
Yeah, we're out for about another 2 weeks, and then we're taking off about a week and a half for Christmas, and then we start back up the night before New Year's. And then in January, we're coming back up here on like a month-long run.
Very cool. So,
So you're coming back up this way again?
What?
You're coming back up this way again?
Yes, I was actually going to talk to, I think it's you tonight, about potentially doing another date in Rockford in
Yes.
late January
Yes.
or early February.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would love to.
Okay, I've been working on routing that whole tour during our drive today, and we've got some stuff confirmed in Wisconsin and North Dakota, and some stuff in Illinois, and I think a Rockford date would really work. So
Well,
tonight we can talk about whether we want to do a weekday or a weekend.
Well, I've got a list of promoters that we've all worked with many times. So whichever we work out tonight, then we can set something up and probably help you map out the rest of your tour through other people as well. Just all on the same circuit, because we all communicate pretty well. And all we want to do is see some shows. And
we should
I love
totally
seeing
do
you guys.
something huge for them when they come back. Do something
Yeah, I
really
would
big.
love
That'd be
that.
really cool.
Superbob Fest.
Superbob Fest.
The
As long
Bob
as there's
Fest.
space heaters, I'm down.
As long as you're space heaters.
That's perfect.
So I know you're friends with Darren. He's the
Yes.
was frontman for Devolve and was it 40 Ounce Fiends, right?
Yep. 40 Ounce Fiends. His alter ego
Yep.
was Joey Columbine.
Joey Columbine, right? So I'm sure you got some nitty gritty and dirt on him. So you got anything you want to tell us?
Oh, no, he's a great guy. I still call him Joey, though. It always messes me up when people call him Darren.
You don't have to be nice. You can tell us like a dirty
Hey,
story.
we're waiting to hear. He's actually tuned in listening right now.
Oh, is he? Hey, Joey, what's up? Joey's a good dude. It's not often that, you meet a lot of people on the road, but it's not often that you meet people that are genuinely, like, cool people. We met him one of the first times we ever played up here. We were doing Bar 3 in Rockford.
Yeah, I played
Oh,
that show
yeah.
with you way back in the day with my first band, actually. Truth Burns Cold. It was, I think it was a Wednesday night show with you guys and Joey Columbine. I can't remember who else.
6 Hour Sorrow.
Were they on that
Yeah.
one? Who else was
It may
with you
have been.
guys?
Oh, man, I couldn't even tell you where we were last week. I can't tell you who we played with 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw you guys. I was doing some other activities that I shouldn't have been.
Oh
Underage.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So you guys got anything new coming out, or anything new that you guys going to play tonight that we might not have heard yet?
I think we're most likely going to play a new cover song tonight that we've never played up
Oh
here.
shit.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Any possibility we can let you let the cat out of the bag?
Yeah, it's a song called "I'm in Love with the Cocoa."
Yeah, I was just listening to that
So
earlier,
much
man.
yes.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time tonight. So I don't know if you've been aware of this, but we're actually going to be emceeing the show for you guys tonight. So we're all going to be there, and we're going to be partying with you all night tonight. So be prepared.
Oh, that's awesome. That means we have to play Cocoa and Preacher, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see
Yeah,
you
we
guys play
we
Preacher.
actually we recorded that song in studio, and we have it up on our YouTube page as well.
Yep, I watched it earlier.
Awesome.
Cool.
Wow, I can't wait to see it. I haven't heard either of the two yet. So I have not heard either two yet. And you guys want to ask him any more questions?
Got that baking soda?
Oh my God.
They
I'm
do-
just stoked to see the show. It's going to be high energy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Whiskey's Roadhouse tonight. Show starts at 9.
3207.
Right up front.
3207 North Main Street, Rockford, Illinois. Beers start as low as $1.25. You got So-Called Saints kicking off the show 9 p.m. Static Signal right after them, and then the one and only Superbob.
The one and only Superbob. So, one of my personal favorite songs that you guys do is Superfly.
Yeah.
Superfly.
I love that song, and I was just wondering what made you. There had to be something behind it when you made that song.
To be completely honest, when the guys give me music, sometimes you just hear a word or a phrase, and when they showed me the music to that chorus at Superfly, I heard the line Superfly in it. It was everything else was completely different, but when we got in studio, I told the guys, "Hey, I'm hearing goddamn Superfly right here," and the guys were like, they loved it. So I wrote the song around that one sentence. bands.
That has totally happened
at
to
the
me.
time, we were taking a very big musical step. It was when we were starting to incorporate all the electronics and everything. So it was a very difficult song for me to write at the time. But basically, got that line and then just wrote around it.
I will say the music video to that song is fucking boss. Like, I really love it. It's awesome.
That was a fun video to make.
I bet.
All right, so Chad is also known as Peanut, and you've been awfully quiet today, Chad. What, you got anything you want to ask them boys?
Where did you guys come up with the Superbob name? It's an odd name.
Yeah, how did you guys come up with the name Superbob?
We wanted a simple name that nobody would forget, so we originally called ourselves Bob. But after a couple of years, the rapper B.O.B. trademarked B.O.B. So we just added a super and became Superbob.
Shit, yeah.
That's pretty works. Keep it simple. I like it.
Yeah, simple. You know, you go see bands all the time, and they have, these confusing names with silent Z's and K's and B's, and then you can't spell them, you can't find them on Facebook, and you never remember the name. So we decided
totally
we'd just do
me.
something simple that, when you heard the name, it didn't give away what we were going to look like, what we were going to sound like, Because like metal bands always do it. You hear a metal band name, you see their logo, you know they're metal instantly. So we wanted a name that didn't have any expectations, so you come to the show kind of open to hearing what we were going to do.
Well, honestly, the first time that, like I said, Darren, Joey, as you know him, told me about you guys, he actually handed me your business card and said, these guys would be really cool to get in the area. And that was all that's all that happened in that first conversation. I looked at the card and I was like, Superbob, huh? But I look at the picture, and the picture that was on the card gave away way more than the name gave away, just by your presence in the picture on the card. And that's what actually made me check you guys out was Darren. And I watched the first video, and I think it was Superfly that I watched or heard or whatever, and I fell in love with you guys instantly, and was looking forward to the first show that you guys came into Rockford. And so I've been there for every single show since, and been playing on the radio ever since, and just having fun with it.
Thank you.
We dig the hell out of it for sure. So
I got a question.
Thank you. We're very happy to be coming back.
I got a question for you. How come Preacher isn't up on your YouTube channel?
Because we suck at YouTube.
At least you're honest.
To be completely honest, to be completely honest, we suck at social media. We do everything ourselves. We're not on a label. We don't have an investor. So
hey man,
everything we do, we have to put together. And honestly, the only reason Preacher and the rest of that record are not on YouTube is because we travel without laptops, and the only time we ever really think to do it is when we're on the road. So that's the honest answer, because we suck.
Hey man, I know the feels. I do all the independent thing myself as well. So it's badass that you guys do what you do.
So before we call this interview quits, is there anything else that you want to say today to everybody who's listening?
If you're listening and you're in Rockford, come out to the show tonight. It'll be fun.
Absolutely. I will be going live on Facebook at the show to give a better portion of it, and we're going to go live before we go to before we head over to Whiskey's to try to get as many people there as possible. So if you guys are listening and you're in the area, head on out to Whiskey's Roadhouse. It's 3207 North Main Street, Rockford, Illinois, 61103. Yep.
It's our home bar. You
That's
don't remember
exactly
the
it.
address?
I just started working there again.
815-877-8007.
Yeah, we got numbers, addresses. Hell, we're gonna. Jill's the name of the owner, and we got her bank account and social security number.
Shit.
Nice.
Love you, Jill.
All right, so we appreciate you calling in, and we can't wait to see you guys. It's been really cool to have you guys in the studio, but we know how shit works, and unfortunately, time wasn't on our side today. So
thanks for letting me call in.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And now that I got your phone number, be prepared, because we're going to send you dick pics all along the rest of your tour.
Jesus.
All of
Hey,
the
that's
dicks.
fine. I got plenty of stuff I can send back.
Yeah.
At least he plays along. All right, so
I've been collecting disgusting pictures for about 5 years since we've been on the road.
Gaping
geez.
buttholes is what I expect.
oh my goodness.
Maybe I'll just send one.
I've seen the
when
worst
we get
things
off the
ever
phone.
that you could not even imagine.
Well, I've already
Things you
seen a
cannot
picture
unsee.
today from Ginger, so this
I've
man's
got
on it.
so much worse.
I do have one question for you, okay?
Yeah.
Do you know what the word munging means?
No, I have no idea.
Oh God,
Okay,
yes.
well, we used to
so
host.
much yes.
We used to host a show called Stripper Talk, and the whole premise of the show was we would ask actual dancers horror stories of the industry, and we would film what happens and go through this whole thing. And we used to have this segment of the show called The Word of the Day, which Ginger over here, the guy that you know that booked the show,
My lovely boyfriend.
he used to come up with all the terms and the words that we would have these girls, we would tell them, like, munging is a word, and we would have them try to figure out what the word means without Googling it. So between them, they would have to ask each other questions to figure out what the hell this word means. And it's the most grotesque, disgusting thing I've ever heard. So that's why I had to ask if you ever heard of the word munging before.
You're welcome, John.
No, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. So,
You don't want to know.
Ginger, would you like to explain to him what munging means? Because he can add that to his
I think
portfolio
we're
of
the very
nastiness.
few.
You got a bucket nearby?
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm in a van.
All right. The process of munging. You and a couple of buddies, you go out to a graveyard and you find a corpse. Preferably a female corpse works best. All right. You dig it up, and then you pull it out of the coffin, and then you have one of your buddies down right between her legs, and then the other one, as soon as they're ready, jumps right on the stomach, and all the juices come pouring out.
Wow.
Chad's over here
I
speechless.
can't hear very well. I didn't hear. All I heard was go out to a graveyard and find a female corpse.
You don't want to hear, bro.
You go
You
out.
want to hear it.
You go out to a graveyard. You find a female corpse. All right. You have one of your buddies down between her legs. Yeah. And then you have another one of your buddies jump right on her stomach, and everything on the inside comes out. All the entrails and everything.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds pretty gross. You'd have to find a. You have to have some inside information though, because what if you did up one that was just bones left?
Oh man, see that's why there's dates on a gravestone.
I think the only people,
About this.
the very few people that ever knew that would be my boyfriend and me, and that's a bonding moment right there. Is when you both know that much disgusting ass shit.
But yeah, you should have seen the girls' faces when they figured out what the word was and what it actually meant. They no longer wanted a part of the show.
Rest in peace, Stripper Talk.
Yeah.
R.I.P. me.
So now that we've gone nasty, I'm going to ask you one last question before we call it quits for the day. But you've been on tour a lot, you've traveled a lot, you've been to a lot of different places, and I'm sure there's got to be at least one story that sticks out that has to be either the most horrendous or hilarious story that you could possibly tell us. What could it possibly be that you guys have gone through on tour?
Oh man, people ask this question all the time, and I should really have an answer ready. But to be honest, there's been so many things that have happened. Like,
Something's got to stick out more than another, though.
I mean, that's the thing. Every day is kind of awesome. The awesome things kind of just blend together. I mean, we've done so much stuff that has just been, you can't really believe it's your life a lot of the time. We won a battle of the bands at the X Games, and we won $25,000, and they gave us a giant, 6-foot-long check, and it was at some famous racetrack down there, and the backstage was a room 200 feet in the air. I mean, that was a really cool experience, but there's been so many cool experiences that it's hard to remember. If you get me and the guys sitting there in a room talking about traveling, we can come up with 37,000 things that have happened, but I'm not really recalling very many right now.
No special, like walking in on your bandmate doing awkward moment things or anything like that?
No, we're pretty lame on the road, man. We drive to the show, we play, and then we drive to a hotel, but we keep it pretty tame on the road.
That's
On the
where
road,
it is,
so
in the
damn fun.
hotel.
Well, from the Superfly video, we know how the hotel goes.
Yeah, well, that was a video. The girl in that video, she owned a club that we played in that town, and the other girls were her bartenders. So we had to stage that room. Our room doesn't typically look that bad unless we're there for a couple of days, but we're a pretty lame band on the road.
I'm sure he's got some kind of I think he's holding out. I don't know, but I think
We'll
he's
have to
holding
find
out.
out when we get there to Whiskey.
Yeah.
We're going to find out in person tonight, and then we'll talk about it on the air next Monday. How about that?
Okay, I'll try and come up with something better for you.
We'll do that. Well, I thank you very much for giving us a phone call and letting us be a part of the show tonight. So I can't wait to see you guys play live. And this day just seems to be getting cooler and cooler as we go along. So we appreciate you calling in.
Thanks,
Well,
Matt.
thank you for having me on.
All right, well, we're going to get back into some stuff, and like I said, if you guys want to get out to a show tonight, it's going to be a free show at Whiskey's Roadhouse on Main Street in Rockford, Illinois.